All right, to watch this video for Wednesday, February 15th, you can see the SPY just continues to just slam higher. Very impressive strength in the market. Before I get too far here, quick reminder, go to my Twitter feed. I'll bring a screenshot of it, which is at Great Stock Picks with an X. You can see it right there. And then one of my top tweets on my trend line, whatever it's called, I don't know all the speak, is this one. And that is the link right there that can take you to register for our webinar, which is in 2 nights now. Again, I think it's going to be enlightening to some people. We demystify the pump and dump and try to keep you out of trouble because there's a lot of pump and dumping going on out there. So we're pretty good at identifying them in the chat room. And we're going to kind of hopefully shed some light on it. And I think, especially if you're one of these people that's getting burned by chasing somebody else's calls, I think you're going to have a little light shined on the subject and maybe save you a bunch of money going forward. So click that link and register for the Thursday night free webinar. We're going to give away, as it says in there, a free month in our live trading chat room to 1 attendee. Everybody, if you attend, you're automatically registered for the free month in our chat room. I'm confident it's going to be an informative discussion, and we're going to take questions afterwards on anything you might have trading related. One other tweet I sent out tonight says, if you time your entries correctly, a lot of the other problems that plague traders disappear, and I wholeheartedly believe that. And that is the genesis of our course, timing your entries correctly and then what to do after that as well. But you got to have a good watch list, and then you got to time your entry so you're green right away. And again, a lot of the other problems traders face absolutely disappear. So I'm going to go into the watch list here. Let me minimize. All right, so with the SPY being strong, we can just go ahead and build a watch list, right? PHMD, big volume today. It closed well off its highs, but I definitely want to watch that again. It's got nice support below. And with this kind of volume, I mean, look to the left. You just don't see that kind of volume anywhere. So something's going on here. I did call this along with another member in the room as well today. I've got a screenshot of that as well. Armando, if you notice, look at the time there. These are time-stamped, a little screenshot from the chat room. At 9:53 this morning and 44 seconds, Armando put PHMD over 225 idea in the room. And you can tell 10 seconds later, I put out PHMD 226 with a 210 stop idea, basically the same exact idea. And it just proves that our students look for the exact same things that we teach in the course and are willing to unselfishly post what they see in the room. I was typing this out and he posted that. I mean, literally, if I'd already had this typed out, it probably would have been at the exact same second. But anyway, just a testament to the teamwork in the room. Now, this is what I saw as far as well as Armando saw. You had this big pop here on big volume. Sellers came in. If you pan out, I mean, you can see the relative volume going on. Over a week since it had any kind of volume near this on a 5-minute time frame. Look at this 5. I mean, so that told me it looked really good. I loved it over this high, which was a recent high from a couple days ago, which it pushed through, and then it put in this red candle. 250, a break of 250 on the daily chart was another potential catalyst. So I thought if it takes these sellers out from this red candle here, I want to get long. And that's how I picked 226. Armando was probably thinking the exact same thing. And you still had the earlier high of day above for another potential catalyst. Okay. In other words, if it gets through that, it might have shorts in trouble and squeeze. So 226, 210 idea, and you can see what happened. It ripped to over 310 pretty quickly. Now, switching back here, and then it kind of tailed off the rest of the day, but still held some of its gains. So that's the reason it goes on watch tomorrow. That one made my day today. It was a really nice one. LPTH, I don't like to chase stuff. This already made a huge move today, but big volume this month might have a follow-through day tomorrow. It's certainly an interesting pop there. All right, I'm going to have to make it meet an intraday setup that I teach, or I won't mess with it. All right, CIDM, nothing interesting about this chart. But in after hours, I think they had earnings. It's trading at $1.50 something. So that potential morning gap play definitely goes on watch. SINO. You know what? I tweeted something else today too. Hold on a second here. All right, my tweet was, I never thought I could use this video to explain my tweets in case anybody wondered, but I'm going to. My tweet was, once you fully understand that the market almost never offers easy money, you'll look at charts differently. And SINO at the open is my example. All right, so look at SINO. We had it on watch for today, right? Because of the big move yesterday. I had my biggest trade in this one. My biggest trade yesterday was in this one. Okay, so everybody and their mother sees this big breakout. They know it's a low float shipper. But what happens? It ends up opening up over $5. Now let's go to 1 minute candles. One of the things I strongly teach, I don't know how else to word that, I'm adamant about this, is on a morning gap play, something that we're watching as a gap play, I never, ever get long on that opening 1 minute candle, ever. Because if you do, you're just guessing. So imagine yourself, if you didn't even see this today or you couldn't trade today, but you like to trade and you're interested in making money in the markets, imagine yourself seeing this volume. You know it was strong yesterday. You know it's a low float stock. Okay, so imagine yourself saying, oh man, look at this thing. It's going to bust through 550 and it's going to be 6 in another minute. I'm going long, 10,000 shares right here at 547. This is the opening 1 minute candle. 10,000 shares, look what happens. Just like that, you just got decimated. So one of my trading rules on a morning gap play, I will not take the opening minute candle. And that shows you why, right? So this is what I meant by that tweet, that once you fully understand the market almost never offers easy money, you'll look at charts differently, right? SINO. This is nothing but rookies trying to make the easy money because it was strong yesterday. Do you really think the market's going to make it so you can just buy it at the open today after that big move yesterday and just make a bunch of money? The market is not that nice. I don't know how else to put it. The market is not that nice. That doesn't mean to say that this couldn't have opened at 5 and run to 7. It sure could have. It could have squeezed. But if you have a set of rules in place like I do, you stayed out of trouble on that one, all right? Okay, having said all that, I'm putting SINO back on watch for tomorrow because maybe it's come in enough, maybe it hasn't. We'll see if it gives us a setup, okay? Remember, I'm in cash every night and make my money on an intraday basis. Much, much safer. ZAIS, thanks to Jane this morning, putting this on our gap playlist before the opening bell. Having said thank you to Jane, I didn't make a penny from it, but it just ripped. It just ripped. And even though it's way extended, it goes on watch. Really, for me, let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. I probably, won't trade it till Friday, but you never know. It might give me a great setup tomorrow. So we'll see. It goes on watch. Anytime you have a stock that moves that kind of percentage, you have to have it on watch for the next week or so if you're a day trader. NAKD did bounce today and actually had a nice move at one point before giving some of it back. So I'm just going to watch that one again tomorrow. I never did catch a trade in that today. KBSF had this crazy move, because of the reverse split, from 250 to 18 bucks in a couple sessions plus the next day as the gap up. Well, now it's come from 18, a couple days lower on declining volume, sort of a narrow range today for this thing. I'm going to put this on bounce watch for tomorrow. It might give a setup. Probably going to be stupid spready, so I probably won't trade it. CAB, I keep having this one on bounce watch. I haven't had a trade in it yet. But this is starting to get that waterfall shape, hitting this support from here. It's not a lot of support, but this is where it bounced off of before. This one is overdue for a snapback bounce, so I really like it today, more than I've liked it yet, for a potential bounce tomorrow. PULM, another red day. It's getting into that buy zone we talked about between the 8 and the 20 day. Between the 8 and the 20 day. How low did it get today? 396. I mean, I'd like to see it maybe sell off in the morning and then look for a reversal, but it's starting to get interesting to me for a bounce. BNTC, nice pop today. I didn't do anything with this one either, but goes back on watch. Maybe it did find nice support at the 8 day here and here. Maybe it catches fire again, goes on watch. BIOC, after the gap up here and then another gap up here, a couple days lower and kind of closing strong today. This is an intraday. It went up near its early highs during lunch and then right back up near the highs and kind of flagged at the end of the day. So this one might be ready to bounce tomorrow. Goes on watch. IMMU had the big pop, quiet inside day, kind of a quiet day today, but if we go to 15-minute candles, it's had some issues with this 520 area right here, 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 and then closed right below it. So up in the 525 area, this one might catch fire again. So I want to watch that one. And then lastly, I have IMUC, which closed well off of its highs, but big volume for this stock. maybe a red to green in that one tomorrow. All right, we'll add some morning gappers to the list as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.